The NNSCRA Offline and Online Racing at its best presents Speed World.
The Monster Mile in Dover, Delaware. It's called the Monster because it eats dreams. Those who attempt to ride its spine do so at their own peril. The turns are like canyon walls. This race may see where the mini tracks turns. Concentrate everywhere. Rest nowhere. Few leave here unscathed and equipped with spirits. 500 miles anywhere else is like a Sunday school's picnic compared to 500 on the Monster. It's a rush like no other to bring the Monster down, but exhausting to fight it and lose. And today we'll see which one of these 42 drivers can conquer the Monster the best in his or her quest for victory in the running of the Monster Mile 400 at Dover Downs International Speedway, stop number 12 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series Tour. And here's your starting lineup. On the pole, it is Kyle Matthews in car 42, the Coors Light Pontiac. He'll be alongside car 98. It is Connor Breton in the RCA DSS Ford. Row 2 is car number 10. It is Michael Turner in the Tide Ford. He's alongside Daniel Voiles, who won the last time he was at Dover last season in car 26, the Quaker State Ford. Third row has the winner at Talladega this season. It is Max Anderson, the 29 Meineke Muffler Chevrolet. And number 88, Cat Batson, the Texaco Haviland Ford. Fourth row has car number 19, the Hell Source Ford of Carson Gum. And number 12, it is Kyler Sustre in the Main Tail Straight Arrow Ford. Row 5 has one of our 3 in-car cameras. It is Quentin Moore in the number 21 Citgo Ford. And number 30, it is Zachary Fitzwater in the Pennzoil Pontiac. Next row down is number 40, the Kendall Motor Oil Pontiac of Sean Galligan. He's alongside number 15, Alex Miller. He's won here at Dover before, the Quality Care Ford, car 15. Next row down has our second in-car camera, Cole Deaver, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, car number 3. He won the All-Star race at Charlotte this season. And alongside Christian Brecken, the Texaco in the number 87, Burger King Chevrolet. Next row down has the winner at Sonoma, Jessica Shelton in the number 94 McDonald's Ford. And number 18, it is Nathan Orman, the Interstate Batteries Chevrolet. Next row down is Colin Cropley in car 25, the winner this season at Richmond, the Budweiser Chevrolet. And the number 4, Kodak Film Chevrolet of Eric Monaco. Next row down has number 77, the US Air Jasper Engines Federal Mogul Ford, car 77. It is Laura Chung at the wheel. She's alongside number 24, the DuPont Chevrolet, the winner this season at Atlanta and Martinsville, Caleb Bogler. Next row down is number 22, the winner of the 600 at Charlotte this season, the mess of a 600 at Charlotte this season, I should say. It is Dylan Poteet, the MBNA Pontiac, and number 37, James Henry in the Kmart Little Caesars T-Plus Ford. Next row down is number 31, Raphael Leduc in the Hardy Chevrolet car 31, and number 11, Seth Cole in the Lowe's Ford. Next row down is number 17, Mitchell Hodak in the Western Auto Chevrolet, and number 81, Semin Ozcon in the TIC Financial Systems Ford. Next row down has Dylan Young in car number 2, the Miller Genuine Draft Ford, and beside him will be car number 43, Matt McIntyre. He has our third in-car camera in the STP Pontiac. Next row down has number 75, Casey Hoyt in the Factory Stores of America Ford. He's alongside number 90, Jeff Leinbach in the Heilig Myers Ford. Next row down is number 9, Emmanuel Hartnett in the Spam Melling Performance Ford, and number 5, that is Phil Parker in the Kellogg's Cornflake Chevrolet. Next row down is number 8, the Daytona 500 champion Joshua Osborne, the Ray Bestis Ford, and number 41, Sarah Eisner in the Kodiak Chevrolet. Next row down is number 28, Texaco Haviland Ford of Keith Batson, and number 7, Alexander Rowe in the Exide Batteries Ford. Next row down has number 1, Trent Dunham in the Skull Classic Ford, and number 16, Ali Liara in the Family Channel Ford. Next row down is number 71, Hiccup Bush in the Olive Garden Chevrolet, and number 23, the winner at Bristol this season, Eric Sadler. And starting shotgun build is number 33, Reggie Fogelman, and number 6, the Valvoline Ford of Nathan Hudson. So that's your starting lineup for the running of the Monster Mile 400 at Dover Downs International Speedway. The Monster Mile, a 1-mile high-bank racetrack known for chewing up cars and spitting them out. And let's see who survives the monster today. Here's the command to fire them up.
Gentlemen, start your
Man, given the fired engines, are set for racing here today at Dover Downs International Speedway. Pace car is field off a pit road, and back for the start of the race right after this. It is fast, it is competitive, and it is scary. It is the Monster Mile at Dover Downs International Speedway. Pace car on the pit road to begin as the Monster Mile 400 is set to get underway here at Dover Downs International Speedway. Green flag flies, and let's go racing! Kyle Matthews off to a tremendous start here off turn number 2. These cars here will top over 160 miles an hour here at Dover, and very, very fast for a 1-mile racetrack for sure. As Matthews leads the first lap of the event here, he's already got a little bit of a lead there on the battle for second between Connor Breton and the 10 car of Michael Turner. Daniel Voiles jumps down on the inside lane, goes down for 4th position in the quicker state Ford. And the yellow flag flies for the first time here today on lap number 3 here at Dover. And I'm not sure, well, could be Reggie Fogelman, or I see some damage on the 6 car of Nathan Hudson, the Valvoline Ford. And Rafael Duke is spinning in turns 3 and 4. There he is. See who else is involved. James Henry, Hiccup Bush. See a bit of a hood buckle on there on Eric Sadler's car. Ali Liara, I'm not sure if she's got any damage on her machine. It's Keith Batson, I think he's clean. And Eric Sadler obviously not happy with Ali Liara at all. And it looked to me like it was the 31 of Rafael Duke. It was in this pack of cars right there. It was right there behind the 24 of Caleb Fogler. They were 3 wide off turn number 4, and you do not do that at Dover. And results right here. Well, you see what happened there. James Henry gets turned right there. There's LeDuc, slams in the wall hard. And yeah, Hiccup Bush goes right into James Henry's car, and there you see the 71 and the 6 all spinning as well too. So tough break for those drivers here. James Henry, Hiccup Bush, Eric Sadler, and Nathan Hudson. And I really do not know why really do not know why Eric Sadler was so mad. Was mad at Ali Liara. He gave her a nail right in the back end there, and may have just taken his frustrations out on the 16. I don't know, but first caution flag of the day flies here. Kyle Matthews is your leader on lap number 5 here at Dover. 3 cars out of the race already here. That is James Henry, Rafael LeDuc, and Hiccup Bush. Hiccup Bush having a bit of a time here in his rookie season in the Castrol GTX Cup Series for sure. But I think we'll get it figured out. We'll see what happens here as the season goes on. 33 car of Reggie Fogelman, the only car a lap down. 39 cars left in the race here, and 38 of them remain on the lead lap. It is Kyle Matthews, your leader. Second is Michael Turner. Third is Connor Breton. Fourth is Daniel Voiles. And Max Anderson runs in 5th position. 6th is Cat Basson. 7th is Carson Gum. 8th is Quentin Moore. 9th is Kyler Sustre. And Sean Galligan runs in 10th position as the field already 1 lap into the restart here, as we're on the 8th lap here at Dover. And still 53 laps remaining in this race. Matthews has already won twice this season. He won at Darlington and again at Bristol Darlington and Rockingham. Eric Sadler, we mentioned, won Bristol, but there's the Matthews right there. Looking to become the first to win 3 times this season. 2 drivers, I think, have won twice. No, 3 drivers have won twice so far. Matthews has won, the other being Caleb Fogler. And I think, yep, Actually, no, Matthews and Bogler are the only two who's won twice this season, so Matthews looking to become the first driver to do it 3 times this season. As we jump inside the car of Quentin Moore, the number 21 Citgo Ford. Quentin right now running in 6th position as he maneuvers the car, come off turn number 4. We say those turns are like canyon walls at Dover Downs. There, look at, you see, it's kind of deceiving from the in-car camera on Quentin Moore's machine. And maybe even from the roof cam, even from the roof cam it looks a little deceiving, but you look at this part right there, how slanted it looks. Let's see if it happens as it goes into turn 3. Right there, this little gray part right there, look how slanted it is. It gives you an idea kind of how steep the banking is at Dover. 24 degrees of banking, and a little bit of a banking in the turns as well, and in the straightaways as well too. Much like almost an overgrown Bristol, because we know Bristol, the track has got a little bit of banking in the straightaways as well too. Except one little problem, one little difference is Bristol's a half mile. This is a full mile here at Dover. And it's the same kind of pavement too, concrete there. Both these tracks are concrete. And which of course the concrete, of course the concrete here at Dover, giving this track a second nickname, White Lightning, and it is very, very fast at Dover, over 160 miles an hour plus on this racetrack here. As we look at Carson Gummy up to the high side of the track he goes. Quentin Moore dips to the low side, looking for the number 5 spot, and Kyle Sustre watching all this as well too in the 12 car. He is currently in 7th position. Voiles try to get around Connor Brayton. Those two have been battling at it, hammer and tongs so far this race. Voiles, winner, as we mentioned, the last time he was there at Dover. He nearly won at Bristol, though, by the way, too. Earlier this season, he nearly won that event. Got passed late in the going by the car of Eric Sadler late in the going, and I think Voiles finished, 2nd or 3rd in that race. I'm not sure which. But Daniel, again's got a pretty good car here today at Dover. Max Anderson, the man who pulled off that terrific win at Talladega earlier this season, he is currently in 8th position. The Meineke Mufflers Chevrolet, excuse me. That car was a sponsor on the car driven by Mitchell Hodak, who this season drives a 17 car. That car was on Mitchell Hodak's car last season with the 41 car. Same manufacturer, still a Chevrolet. And that car running decent the last few races so far this season. So Max Anderson has got currently runs in 8th position right now, and he's got one of the best behind him, Cole Deaver, in the Dale Earnhardt colors, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. He currently runs right now in 9th position as we jump on the roof now of Cole Deaver's car. Is from the inside of his machine. Deaver, the man out of the state of Georgia, as he maneuvers his way through turns number 1 and 2. And we look ahead, right there you see a battle for 2nd position between Daniel Voiles and Michael Turner. Voiles has 3rd position right now, and in fact Connor Brayton sliding back just a little bit in that 98 machine. Turner, he and Voiles gets a little bit close off that 4th corner. Carson Gum trying to figure out who he wants to go with. He's going to stay with Turner. He thought about going to the inside lane, but Voiles was right there, and they're side by side, 2 rows deep between the 26 and 10 and then the 21 and 19. And that is letting Kyle Matthews saying to everybody else there, well, you're all going to battle back there. Just go ahead and battle back there, guys. I'm going to take off and lead you. And Matthews saying bye-bye to the rest of the field, but now Voiles has cleared Turner for 2nd position now. So Voiles could be one of the guys to watch here today to maybe possibly go for the victory here today at Dover. He's got clear track in front between him and Matthews now. Turner now breaks out to third position now. Here comes Quentin Moore for fourth spot on Carson Gum. And Cole Deaver and Max Anderson has now both thrown their hats in the ring now. As Anderson gets around the Susstray machine, and now here comes Deaver on the back of the 12 car now in the number 3 machine. And a little bit ways behind is the cars of Cat Batson in the 88 and the 30 car of Zachary Fitzwater. And then right there behind, a good battle between the 24 of Caleb Vogler and the 18 of Nathan Orman and the 77 of Laura Chung. 2 Chevrolets and a Ford going out here. Orman has the spot for the time being. Orman driving the Bobby Labonte colors this season, and Vogler in the second season with the Jeff Gordon colors, and he lasted longer in this race than he did in the last time he was at Dover. Remember, last time he had a heartbreaker as well, too. He started from the pole, looked like he was going to be a dominant force to win the race, and then field crash, and then the lap cars crash in front of him in turn number 1 on the 9th lap of the race, and Vogler brakes apparently failed on the 24 machine on that particular day, and then slammed it and got himself into the crash here. And now Christian Bracken comes on the inside out for second position. And remember, there was those two who battled out at Martinsville, and that is Bracken's best finish so far, a second position behind Vogler. And another driver who's made his way through the field nicely, that is Matt McIntyre, the 43 STP machine. And there's the in-car camera from the King Richard Petty colors. Almost nearing halfway home at Dover. This will be completion of lap number 28. And they're so close, you can read the slogan on the back of that 87 car. Get Burger King, get your burgers worth. Trust me, I've ate at Burger King several times before, and it is definitely your burgers worth for sure. You heard how Matt having to play with the throttle just a little bit, going through turns 3 and 4 here, trying to obviously try not to spin the 87 out for sure, because that'll also mean the possibility of taking himself out of the race as well too. As we now look from the rear bumper camera on the 43 car to see not only Christian Bracken in the 87, but also the 2 of Dylan Young. And Dylan Young hasn't won this season; he won at North Wilkesboro. Young falls in behind the 87 car of Bracken. Bracken right now runs 16th, and Young runs in 17th. That's the way there's a good look at Matt McIntyre's machine right there as he now closed up in the back of Caleb Vogler's car. As now Nathan Orman pulls up behind the 30 car of Zachary Fitzwater and the 88 car of Kat Batson. Saw Kat Batson's car. Where is her husband, Keith? There he is, the defending winner of the race at Dover. He currently sits 26 right now behind Sean Galligan, Salmon Oscon, and Dylan Poteet. And this is the best battle on the racetrack right now between these two cars here. And speaking of battles on the racetrack here, we got one for the lead coming up right now. That is Daniel Voiles. He's almost close up in the back of Kyle Matthews in the 42, except he's got the 23 of Eric Sadler in between, and he wants to get by Sadler so he can get back to the back of the 42 car for sure. Voiles moves his way around and now has his sights set on the 42 car of Kyle Matthews, who has led all the way so far. 34 laps in the books and 26 to go here at Dover. Quentin Moore running in third position. Fourth is Carson Gum and Michael Turner, who started this race in third position. Currently runs in fifth position in the Ricky Rudd colors. There is Voiles. He is now close enough. He's just about pulled up to the back of that 42 car of Matthews here. He's about a half a second behind the last time by. See what it is? It was 0.53 seconds the last time by. And is now, he gained a bunch there, 0.39. His last lap at 163.76 and Matthews at 162.69. See what the lap speeds are this time by between the 42 and 26 cars. We'll get another comparison. Matthews at 162.609 and Boyles at 163.125. So another 700 of a second gained as well too. And Boyles better not look, because here comes Quentin Moore. He also is coming with a beat on the front two cars, so we may have a 3-car battle for the win possibly at Dover. And Boyles is now chopped it down to 0.2 of a second now between the front two. And Quentin Moore has got the best seat in the house to watch the front two battle it out here at Dover. And we still got 21 circuits remaining here, and it's not the usual caution fest we usually have at Dover. There's the Boyle. You saw Quentin Moore there, right down the bottom of the racetrack right there, and see that's how he drives this track here. And again, right down the bottom of the track in turns 3 and 4. Off turn number 4 at 158 miles an hour, almost 160 off turn number 4. Picks it back up on the throttle just a little bit, going through turns number 1 and 2. And you hear the engine right there. It is almost an engine builder's nightmare at Dover. Although not quite like tracks like Atlanta or Charlotte or Texas or Michigan, where at those tracks you turn a whole lot of RPMs at. Battle going on there for the 8th position right there. Connor Breton and Cole DOVER. Connor has not yet finished in the top 10 this season. This could be a big one for him if he holds on to either 8th, 9th, or 10th, whichever one, for his first top 10 of the season here. Cole DOVER, he is trying to make his way through the field here. And another driver is actually, and we mentioned one of the drivers, and we mentioned drivers who's not finished in the top 10 yet this season. We was just riding with him. Quentin Moore, believe it or not, has not had a top 10 finish this season. He's one of the top runners in this category. He's not yet finished top 10 this season in the 21 car. So if he holds on to where he's at right now, he's not only got a top 10, but also his first top 5 of the season. So we got 2 possible first top 10s of the season about to happen. Possibly in the final 15 laps of this race here, as Kat Batson runs in 10th position right now. Laura Chung having a strong run right now so far. The US Air Jasper Engines Federal Mogul Ford running right now 11th in the field here. 12th is Zachary Fitzwater, and Caleb Vogler right now runs 13th. Nathan Orman 14th, and a battle for 15th there. Christian Bracken still in that battle for 15th position with him and Matt McIntyre and Dylan Young, but now also throw Alex Miller, Joshua Osborne, and Casey Hoyt in the mix now. Osborne, of course, the Daytona 500 champion, and now Casey Hoyt dips underneath, and he makes it 3 wide between him, Osborne, and McIntyre. And Seth Cole, oh, don't make it 4 wide, Seth. Thank goodness. I thought Seth was going to make that 4 wide, and that would have been a definite no-no at Dover. Because you don't, 4 wide at Dover is a certain wreck for sure. Trust me. Gosh, 3 wide's scary enough at Dover for sure. 2 wide's tricky enough as well, I would definitely say as well. And Daniel Voiles, there he is up on the back bumper of Matthews now, coming as they're close up on 10 laps to go at Dover. 1 caution flag in the race so far. That was way back on the 3rd lap of the event. And since then, we've been smooth sailing, clean and green since then. And McIntyre goes to the low side again on Matthews. Nope. And the margin that time by was 0.09 of a second between the front 2 cars. Down the low side comes car 26 of Daniel Voiles. Boy, Matthews has got a mirror full agreement. He's got one eye out on the windshield and one eye on the mirror right now. Because he knows Voiles is going to try any trick in the book to get around that 42 car right there. Pontiac in first, Ford in second. Actually, Ford second, third, and fourth right now. In the Chevrolet in fifth with Max Anderson. Off the second turn they come. The margin is just a tenth of a second the time by. Let's see what it is this time. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is off the fourth turn this time by. Start finish line, the margin is 19 hundredths of a second between the front two cars. Got a lap car ahead there with Reggie Fogelman. Matthews pulling ahead just a slight bit now over the 26 car. Voiles may be trying for one more shot. But they better not relax too much because Quentin Moore, I think, is coming. 1.03 seconds from third position on back to first. And Quentin Moore, he could evade if something happens between the front two cars here, because Matthews and Voiles, if they get the battling and take each other out of race here, Quentin Moore is sitting in the catbird seat right now in that 21 car, possibly. Five to go this time by. Pontiac versus Ford in the front two spots at Dover. Reggie Fogelman, Chevrolet just up ahead, a lap car rider. He currently sits 38th, the last car on the lead lap. And Voiles may be dropping back a little bit. He may have possibly used all he had in that 26 car, possibly. Because Matthews is pulling a little bit ahead, or either he may have caught a sniff with the driver of that 33 machine, which from that far back, I don't think he could. In the turn three they come here. Matthews now comes down for 3 laps remaining. He dominated at Rockingham, leading every lap in that event. He won at Darlington, dominating that event as well too, and now he's dominating at Dover, 2 of the D tracks on the circuit here. Well, 2 of the tracks that begin with D, I should say. If he could pull off a win in the Pepsi 400 at Daytona, it'd be on all 3 of the D tracks. But anyway, that's gonna be a few races from now when we head there for the Pepsi 400 or the Pepsi 400. Voiles still trying to close up there. He's caught the back of Fogelman's car, that 33 car here. Matthews has, and that may be an opportunity for Voiles here. If something happens here, the white flag's out right now. 1 lap remaining. Lap car giving Matthews a bit of a fit right there, going through turns 1 and 2. Voiles has got it all back up again here. Matthews goes to the low side. Voiles goes to the inside again. I thought he was going to make it 3 wet through 3 and 4. But he falls back in line. That could be all she wrote. Off the 4th turn they come. Kyle Matthews wins the Monster Mile 400 at Dover. A terrific finish here today at Dover Downs International Speedway. Kyle Matthews from the pole to the podium, and pole the victory lane, I should say, wins the event there. But I tell you what, if that lap car of Fogelman would have given Matthews any more of a pain right there, Daniel Voiles would have been in for the taking, possibly, because I thought he was going to dip down, make it 3 wide on Fogelman and Matthews both. And if that would have happened, that would have been a sketchy situation at the finish. Wow. So 12 races are in the books here at Dover Downs International Speedway here. Average speed of 142.464 miles an hour. Kyle Matthews is your winner. Second is Daniel Voiles, but I tell you what a fight Voiles gave Matthews too. Here, third goes to Quentin Moore. Fourth goes to Carson Gum. Max Anderson, a terrific run, finishing fifth. And how about Kyle Sustre coming home in sixth position? Michael Turner, a terrific run in seventh place. Eighth goes to Cat Batson. Ninth, Connor Breton. And Cole Deaver ends up finishing in 10th position. 11th position goes to Laura Chung. Caleb Vogler, a nice 12th place run for him. Nathan Orman, 13th. Zachary Fitzwater, 14th. Alex Miller, matching his car number, finishing 15th in car 15. 16th to Christian Bracken, 17th Dylan Young, 18th Matt McIntyre, 19th Casey Hoyt, and Joshua Osborne comes home in 20th position. 21st, Seth Cole, 22nd, Dylan Poteet, matching his car number. 23rd is Keith Batson, 24th, Sarah Eisner, 25th, Trent Dunham, Sean Galligan, 26th, Sam Oscon, 27th, Bill Parker, 28th, 29th goes to Eric Monaco, Nathan Hudson started last and ends up finishing 30th. Then Alexander Rowe, Emmanuel Hartnett, Mitchell Hodak, Ali Liara, Jeff Leinbach, and Jessica Shelton was the last car to finish on the lead lap. Boy, Shelton having a very rough season so far here, except for the win at Sonoma, but still, Shelton ends up 36th position here today, and I tell you, she's having like I said, a time here in season 38. Eric Sadler ends up finishing 37th, and 38th goes to Reggie Fogelman. So 38 cars finished here today, 36 of them finished on the lead lap. Cars out of race here, Colin Cropley, James Henry, Rafael LeDuc, and Higa Bush. Colin Cropley fell out for some reason during that race as well, too. I don't know if it was because of that crash. It can't be because of the crash, because Cropley wasn't involved, but he must have some sort of mechanical problem for some reason or another that knocked him out. But anyway, he's one of the 4 cars out of the event. But no problems whatsoever for Kyle Matthews. The only problem he had was Daniel Voiles behind him. And I tell you, like I said, maybe another lap or two, we would have had a heck of a battle for the win possibly here at Dover. But Matthews holds them off here today. Here, if you like what you see here, if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got inner races. We got gaming videos. We got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires to have our channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Next Gen Cup Series and Duracell Ultra Light Series, the 2 main series on the channel, both run by the head honcho himself, Seth Cole. And if you want in on future seasons of the NNSCRA Duracell Next Gen Cup Series or Duracell Ultra Light Series, be sure to get with Seth, and he will get you going on that. And also be sure to check out other channels from the NNSCRA community as well. So that will do it here today at Dover. And for now, James Colson is in the production of the NNSCRA offline and online racing as best. We'll see you at the next race on the tour when we go road racing at Riverside, California.